I mean, it didn't even take 10 weeks. It took less than 3 months. It took less than 3 months. I mean, I was going to say, the United States has been the United States for 249 years, and it took less than 3 months. And I always, whenever I talk about like the history of the United States of America or the founding of the United States of America, uh, it's always very, very, very important to mention that, when the United States was founded, the people in this country who had rights were white men who owned property. This country was founded on 250 years of the enslavement of Africans, was founded on 300-ish years of the slaughter of First Nations Native Americans and stealing their land. This country was founded on women not being able to participate in our democracy. And it took 10 weeks. It took 10 weeks to undo 250 years. One guy. He has a team. He's not smart enough to do this on his own. He's not writing any of his executive orders. He didn't need to. He had the Heritage Foundation and Project 2025. He told us ahead of time what he was going to do. He told us during the campaign, but that black lady had a funny laugh. And here we are. And Joe Biden told Kamala Harris, no daylight. No daylight between you and me. No daylight between your campaign and the 4 years of my presidency. You're not allowed to say that you would have done anything different. And it took 10 weeks for a guy who ran an openly explicit, unapologetic, racist, bigoted, misogynistic, homophobic, transphobic, ableist presidential campaign that the majority of the electorate who showed up voted for. It took that guy who was convicted of 34 felonies within the last year, who was adjudicated to be a rapist, who still owes the state of New York over $500 million for fraud, whose company, the Trump Organization, was found guilty of 17 felonies in 2022 for fraud, who was indicted 91 times on felonies in 4 separate jurisdictions, including over 30 times for violating the Espionage Act in the classified documents case. That guy was reelected by a majority of our electorate, and it has taken him less than 10 weeks to dismantle the United States of America and almost 250 years of history, problematic as that history may be. Less than 10 weeks. And now that one guy is absolutely, intentionally, purposely crashing and cratering the entire United States economy when he also ran on the economy, inflation, and immigration. And he's deporting innocent people to torture dungeons in El Salvador with no due process. All of that's apart from what he's done to the rule of law in this country and what he's doing to education and what he's doing to the free press in this country, problematic as it may be. Less than 10 weeks. Less than 10 weeks, to unravel the most powerful nation on the planet. It's it's absolutely stunning when you stop and think about it. And we're all just hanging out. We're just watching. We're just watching as the stock market, the Dow Jones index has lost 7,000 points in less than 4 months. And we're just letting one guy do all of this. Less than 10 weeks. What kept this going for 250 years? If one guy can undo it in 10 weeks. That's what I'm stuck on right now. What was propping this up for 250 years if one 78-year-old convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, and fraudster who shits his pants, who's cheated on every woman he's ever married, can undo all of it in less than 3 months? What was holding it up before?